I'm your boy Jack. I got my boys being strong. What's up, y'all?
What's good? Running to the moon. Break my act like all day.
Yeah, bro, see?
That's that black youngster?
Yeah.
Oh, me.
Yeah, I already know.
Speaking of raps, bro, we got our Smackdown live review, man.
The place of opportunity is the place to be.
What they gotta do with raps?
It's coming later, bro. It's coming later.
Yeah, it's coming, brother. I know you're talking about.
The show kicked off with the New Day. And the Revival going at it. Randy and the Revival kicked off the show with a match for the first time. No promo, no nothing, just straight action. This match was pretty good. It was, like every 6-man tag, chaotic, all that. Kofi Kingston won with a Trouble in Paradise on Scott Dawson. After the match, let's talk about what y'all think about the match.
Well, I caught it really like at the ending part. But I mean, like you said, 6-man tags normally always be.
That's why they always good.
Energized, yes. It's chaos. Everybody all over the place. So, yeah.
What did you think, bro?
It was great. As usual, because New Day, they chemistry is always on point. And then Randy and Revival, they got a new name now, which I was hearing from the comments. It's called TRKO, something like that. Yeah. So,
FTRKO?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. So
TRKO.
Forever the RKO, whatever. Forever the Revival.
Yeah.
Well, I get, but they didn't say what it stood for. They just said FTRKO.
Yeah. So it's a faction now. So they on the road with it.
So after the match, Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman came out.
Now, first, when Kofi came out, I heard Brock. I said, oh, damn.
Yeah! No, bro.
That's how you do it,
disrespecting one of the all-time greats in this business, bro.
I don't think I'm disrespecting him. I can't do that.
Doing that is disrespecting him.
Is that worse than what I said about wife?
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Pork Lesnar.
That ain't nothing.
The Wham Whams.
Pork Lesnar ain't nothing, really.
What about when I said he was on the PEDs?
Yeah, a lot of people eat pork.
What about PEDs? Everybody don't do PEDs.
John Cena did them.
Nah, I don't know about that one.
Look,
the prototype.
I know, yeah. Nah. You know how to get you started.
Nah, it don't do no bro. That's old pork over there, man.
The beast incarnate. Nonetheless,
he got a new hairstyle.
Yeah, that's what I noticed when he first came out. I was like, hold on, what's going? Like he was only gone for like a couple of weeks, and he come back with his hair looking different, like little beard growing in now. He trying to look like back to his UFC days. Yeah, I think he going back to that.
But
UFC
he got to grow his hair out more than he can't.
I mean, all he got to do is grow the beard a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah, he decent. Like he got all the sass and all that cut off. He finna go back to them 07 MMA days.
So Paul Heyman came out. He was like, you know what, Kofi Kingston. You know what? We've seen everything you've done, all that. Yeah. You've been a great champion, but you haven't faced my boy Brock.
Right.
And he's gonna take that WWE championship off of you. He's gonna take that WWE championship like that, bro. So.
You lost with that, don't you?
Roddy go nuts. What, B?
Nah, that didn't go nuts.
Nah, that didn't. Not that. He's on this continent.
Oh, he went nuts. Wow. But Paul Heyman was talking, did he say anything else? He said Kofi Kingston's been, fighting champion. But Paul Heyman, he kind of big ups you a little bit, and then he brings you down towards the end.
It's like he give you props, but at the end of the day, Brock, that's his client, so he gonna always favor Brock anyways, even though he give you your props. Yeah. And Kofi being Kofi, being stupid like Randy Orton calls him.
Well, first he told his homeboy, "Hey man, y'all can leave out."
Right? Yeah, that was already done because they was, Big E. I was looking at Big E, and Big E was like, "Yeah, I like this. Let's go." Big E was ready, bro.
He was ready.
Okay, if you think about Vince's head, Big E and Brock in the same match.
Yeah, it's like man, two big. Massive. And Big E massive. Like,
he is massive.
He kind of he ain't too tall, but
his whole body is just muscular.
Like, man, he just I remember Chris Jericho said I could sit cups on those things. His chest. Because they just so wide, bro. He just large and Big E was like, yeah, I like this.
He said, come on. And then Kofi was like,
speaking of haircuts though, Brock and Big E in the same ring with those bogus haircuts.
Oh yeah, Big E haircut really bogus. It's like
he got like a 1970s, 80s haircut.
Yeah.
We not saying we. Would you say we gonna say that to Big E face, right? His haircut is messed up.
No, I'm not saying that to Big E face. Big E bench press like 450.
Oh yeah.
He said
I'm
bench
good.
press
I'm
450.
good.
But all right, but well, okay.
Brock.
Kofi said, I got this, blah blah blah.
Brock like trying to take his hand, he's smiling in, and then he F5 Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, come here. Yeah,
Kofi, and he's gonna challenge Kofi for the first SmackDown Live on Fox Sports and all that.
Premiere. Actually, it's just Friday Night SmackDown now.
It's
gonna be pre-taped again, basically.
No, it's gonna be pre-taped.
It's gonna be
because it's back on Friday. Unless
I thought they was gonna do it
unless
live
they
on Friday.
keep it live on Fridays. I just saw because they changed the logo, and I saw just SmackDown. I didn't see live on it, but I don't know.
Maybe Fox just said forget the live. We know it. Maybe.
Right. It probably still be like it should be on. Hopefully they don't go back to pre-taping SmackDown.
So the overall segment, what y'all think, man?
I mean, it's simple. Brock Lesnar back. He on SmackDown now. He finna take over the blue brand. And the best thing about it is I'm a SmackDown guy. So having Brock represent SmackDown at Survivor Series, because he been representing Raw for the last 2-3 years, dominating. So now we get to see Brock Lesnar representing SmackDown with the championship. Against the Raw
I didn't mention that Brock, this is the first time he was on a SmackDown show in 15 years.
Yeah, he hasn't. No, actually, he was on SmackDown in 2016, right before WrestleMania, when he feuded with Dean Ambrose.
Oh, he was on.
So it was like 3 years ago.
I
don't remember that. Okay,
I definitely got a problem with this.
What's up, B?
Not the fact that I ain't gonna bury Brock like that, but the fact is I ain't gonna do him like that. I mean, like I said, the fact that he is all-time great. I'm just being
100%.
Being real, but the fact is he just lost the championship against Seth Rollins at SummerSlam, and now he's moved to SmackDown to win the WWE title. You gotta defend that title. If he do, which I know he's gonna beat Kobe for that championship, you gotta defend it every day, every pay-per-view. He has it because that's the most
prestigious title in history.
Exactly, and that got a lot of history with it. This ain't like the Universal title when you can just go at the crib and you chill all day.
That title has.
I mean, you think about it. When Brock was WWE champion, when he beat Cena for it, he didn't defend the title until he defended that Night of Champions.
Then he didn't finish.
And then after that, it was right until the Rumble. So it was 4 months between his title reign. So he did that before with this title.
Right.
And so it's really not gonna be no surprise if he don't defend this title up until we know he gonna be at Survivor Series. That's a big show.
Right.
So after that, I wouldn't be surprised if he don't defend again until the Royal Rumble in January.
That gotta stop though.
And then WrestleMania, if he signed an extension, it's the same thing with Brock Lesnar. The same big pay-per-views: Mania, the Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and he lose at the big pay-per-views and he go off for a minute and he come back and win the title back. So
it gotta stop.
I understand the point about you do. The WWE got a whole bunch of talent you can use and build up to main event stars.
I like the younger talent now. It's better. It's more different characters involved if they use them right. Yeah,
you got Aleister Black.
I mean,
you got Ricochet. We got a lot of talent.
We got the Fiend now. That's the most interesting thing they got right now.
Yeah, so it's you don't have to keep calling on before we move on. You don't have to keep calling on the older talents from the past to win the world titles. That's why people trashing the product because they calling on Brock and Goldberg coming back and Undertaker. See, them old people, they had their time already. That's one thing. Cena not coming back for this.
Nah.
He see Brock and all them keeps. We want the bread. Cena nah, do something with the wrestlers y'all got now.
He said y'all got talent all around.
So that's the lead. At least he doing that. He see the talent that's in front of WWE.
Because Cena, he only gonna come back for Mania.
Yeah,
that's it, right?
He don't even come back for SummerSlam and Survivor Series no more.
Yeah, so it's they got to get better with this thing.
All right. So now we got an interview, sit down interview with Erick Rowan. He was talking about why he attacked Roman Reigns. I was just trying to scare him, like spook him and all that.
And then Michael Cole got on that. He was like, "You try to scare him?" I said, "You try to kill the man." And he tried, and then Roman was like, "Hey man, I ain't tell you to talk and do all that extra stuff."
He tone his voice down.
He said, "Tone it down." He like, I don't listen to nobody. I was like,
he said, "I've been controlled all this time. I've been disrespected. I should be treated like a superstar. I'm not damn Bryan Lackey no more. He said I'm physically and intellectually superior to Dan. I don't know about all that. Physically, he is. Intellectually, I don't know.
Physical, yeah.
But
I mean, Rowan, like, you could be mistaken. He could be a smart man, you know, like, the
well,
look can deceive you with Big Red, you know. He can be really smart. Bryan, yeah, he got that intellectual, but I mean,
but when I thought about intellect, I wasn't thinking about like, you know, I was thinking about like technique, like in ring, like in ring, like intellect, like that's how I took it. He ain't,
because if you know, when they was together, they was always talking about the planet and great minds. So
yeah,
obviously it was really about, you know, who got the better mindset between the two. But Rowan's whole point is he not being no lackey no more. He tired of people like Bryan, Bray Wyatt, people telling him what to do. He his own man now. With Luke Harper by his side now, nobody not gonna stop them two on SmackDown.
But I remember when the Wyatt family first broke up. Luke Harper won the IC title.
Yeah,
they were both on Team Cena, Team Authority. Erick Rowan was on Team Cena, and like he got lost in the shuffle. Like he was a babyface. He got lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, that wasn't really. They knew it wasn't really nothing was gonna happen for him because he couldn't talk really. They barely let him speak. You know, Luke Harper was actually decent. So they like, we're going to push Luke Harper.
Yeah.
Rowan just going to fall off a minute. But, I mean, I think now is the time with Rowan. He much better now, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think he much
better. That was like 5 years ago, though. So, you know, things change. People get better. They evolve and all that.
Yeah.
So now we got Sami Zayn. He came out, you know, he was talking to Ali. He was like, Ali, because I guess Ali pinned Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, he beat him like a few weeks ago.
He was like, that's the old Shinsuke Nakamura.
Right.
The new Shinsuke Nakamura is way more dangerous, way more vicious.
Not because he aligned up with me, Sami Zayn.
Right. He was like, Ali would never be a champion.
But the funny thing about the funny thing about what Sami Zayn said about that, he hasn't been a champion either. So it's like you can't say Ali. He's still young. He only been on SmackDown for a little under a year. When he came,
Well, yeah, about like what? But right before Elimination Chamber, maybe.
Like he came up last year, right?
No, this year. Remember when he
this year?
Yeah, he interrupted.
Right. So he still got a whole bunch of time to become a champion.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn been on the main roster for about 3.5 years. He still haven't won a singles or tag team title, so he don't have the right to say, you know, Ali will never be a champion because he's not a champion. I'm not saying Sami Zayn won't be, but he's not yet. So, I mean, he can't say that.
Yeah, your resume is blank.
Yeah, so it's like, except the NXT championship. Right. That's the only thing he got under his resume, really.
Dang, that's like that one job you trying to apply for another job and they say, what else job you got? You only got one thing.
Just got one thing.
Yeah.
So Sami Zayn, but I mean, I think this pairing with him and Nakamura gonna be something special though. They saying
it's getting better.
They're trying to build Sami Zayn as a top manager now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he not gonna wrestle that much. He gonna be a manager, a spokesperson.
So then Nakamura came out. You got anything to say, G?
No, I'm good.
So Nakamura came out. They just started laying waste to Ali. And Shinsuke Nakamura hit Ali with a Kinshasa.
Kinshasa.
And they laid him out.
That's how you say it.
So I can't. I don't have enough.
You heard how Sami Zayn said it, but you got to credit Sami Zayn. I mean, the resiliency and the courage he had to come out with a messed up neck after being assaulted by, you know, Undertaker. You know, Sami Zayn. Not many people can do that and still fulfill his duties with a messed up neck. So you got to give him some type of credit out there. You know,
he good.
Yeah, Ali, he just ran into the trap. The wrong place at the wrong time. Got a knee to his face, you know. Nakamura dominating. This is his show now.
He finally, like, Well, now he got the IC title. Now he fine.
Yeah, they putting him out here every week.
Nah, he out there every week now. At least he ain't just in the back holding the championship.
Yeah, I remember that feud he had last year with AJ. I didn't think he had a chance because it seemed like Shinsuke Nakamura was really champ. They just didn't really feel right to me. Like,
yeah, they want to go. They just did that so they can have a match, the dream match with him and AJ. They knew they wasn't gonna put the world title on him.
Speak no English.
Okay, so now. We got Ric
Yeah.
Flair was backstage with Charlotte. You know, they didn't really show them saying anything, but they would, you know, it just showed Ric Flair back there with Charlotte. Two you know, future, past, you know, greatness in both.
Present and past.
What I say?
Future. Charlotte's the present.
Okay, the president. The president. President past, you know, former 16-time world champion, 9-time women's champion. You know, just that bloodline is serious, man. So what y'all? It was just on flight. What y'all think about them showing Ric Flair? And they were in Atlanta. You know, that's where Ric Flair go crazy.
Yeah. That's what his little birthday celebration was.
Yeah.
When Batista assaulted him.
He dragged the cameraman. That was the funny thing about it.
You got your attention now.
Going
Yeah,
nuts.
it was decent. Having Rick on Smackdown.
He was breathing hard. I was like, man, Batista, man, you getting older, man.
He was messed up, but yeah.
So then, we got back from commercial. Offset made an appearance, and you know he came out with Charlotte Flair.
That's disgusting.
Come on, bro, give my man's Offset some props, bro.
No, bro.
In your best
They in Atlanta.
He messed it up, bro. Did you hear how he introduced Charlotte, bro? He said like what did he say? I gotta go back and listen to that introduction. That was horrid. I would have did 10 times better. I probably would have got signed if I would have introduced her the right way.
You know how many drugs Offset does, bro?
So they should have called somebody like me then. Somebody who don't do no drugs. They should have called me up. Hey, we know you a big fan of Charlotte. We gonna bring you on.
You got Ric Flair.
We gonna fly you to Atlanta.
He made Ric Flair drip,
Bro,
Yeah.
I don't care.
He said Ric Flair go
whoop on
Bro,
the.
this is horrid. That was horrid, bro.
No, it was T, bro.
Bro. He introduced Charlotte disgustingly. I'd rather I'd rather go call up my man's Howard Finkel to do. He would have did the introduction much better. Offset disgusting.
Offset go crazy, bro.
I
thought
I don't listen to his
then
trash.
wasn't it? What was it? What didn't wasn't Cardi B supposed to be wrestling or something?
Yeah, she said she was
Oh
supposed to
yeah,
wrestle,
I rock with her for that though.
Yeah,
I can't rock with him though. He trash.
Yeah, she a big time fan. Her favorites Batista, Rey Mysterio, Eddie, Undertaker, Kane.
She had a decent list.
Yeah, she had a little decent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cardi B.
Yeah, I rocks with her for that.
So
She'll
now
be on here on the show too.
she gonna be loud though, bro.
Yeah, we can have on here to run down her favorite wrestlers.
She was like,
Oh, no, yeah,
No, we don't need none of
you
that.
gotta go there.
That go it out. Like your man said, that way out, bro. So now we got Charlotte Flair going against Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks says it's boss time.
Say how like Michael Cole said now.
I mean, he don't say it that way no more, so I can't replicate it no more.
This match
It's boss time. That's how he say he's smooth with it.
So this match, it was pretty good though. It reminded me of we hopped back in the time machine in 2016. We haven't seen Charlotte versus Sasha in a long time.
Yeah, that is good though, cause they was fighting each other every time, like on pay-per-view, on Raw.
Yeah.
So that is good. They separated them for a couple of years, and it was actually fresh to see Charlotte and Sasha face off again. And you know, Sasha Banks is she was impressive as always, and the match was good. But you know, Bayley
She came out. She ran down.
she assaulted. She basically interrupted the match and got the match got called off.
She finally doing heel stuff.
Yeah, so she started punching Charlotte up in her face and stuff and attacking her, and then
Yeah, they both they did the 2-on-1 joint,
yeah.
and randomly Carmella came out for the save.
I mean, like, I don't understand that, but I do like, because I was just talking about the fact that she should be wrestling more.
Yeah.
Former SmackDown champion, Money in the Bank winner.
Yeah.
Twice actually.
Exactly. Well,
Come on.
I mean, I mean, I see, I get it.
No, she won it once because James Ellsworth.
Yeah, I know.
Right, that's what I said. Because I get it. She won it on the pay-per-view and on SmackDown.
That's all I'm saying.
But that's still one.
No, I know it's one thing, but like she won it back.
Right, back to back.
James Ellsworth, the first.
Because some people was taking that out of hand, talking about, she the first person to do that since CM Punk. I'm like, no. CM Punk won 2 Money in the Bank matches 2 different years. Back to back, right? Right, like, come on, no. But yeah, I mean, Carmella, she should be competing. I mean, she a decent talent, she should be in title matches, feuds, being relevant. And, Becky, her and Bayley best friends, actually, so.
It will be different to see her in the mix. Like, it's really been Becky, Charlotte,
Sasha, and Bayley. It's all centered around the 4 horsewomen. Yeah. This whole division.
Ronda Rousey, was in that mix. Right. She was dominating.
This whole women's division. You got that's another thing. You got too many women, bro. Ember Moon, Kairi Sane, Asuka, who we haven't even seen. Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose. Right. Where Naomi at? Like, it's too many talent.
I'm telling you,
they taking over the spotlight. I like all 4 of them, but they taking over the spotlight.
I'm telling you why. Because,
minus Becky Lynch.
Yeah, plus, the game came out, so the hype around it.
Becky on the cover.
I mean, it's the money and what's going in because they all great for all 4 of them. So of course,
no
the storyline, everything's gonna be surrounding all 4 of them. So that's why they mostly in the spotlight most of the time.
They gotta see the other talent though. It's more talent.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
So now we got Baron Corbin. He had this King of the Ring coronation.
Perrin.
I said Baron.
Oh, Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
Yeah, he going crazy.
He had his King of the Ring coronation.
King Corbin.
He had the drip, bro. You see the you see the suit.
Yeah, bro. The chain.
Listen, man, my boy.
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie though. Baron Corbin, his fists be on point, bro.
Yeah, he be going crazy with the fists.
With the rollie and all that. You saw the rollie?
Yeah, and then you see with the little old school throwback hats he be
crazy. Hey, Baron Corbin, that man.
Bro.
Hey, that man. So he was like, you know what? I want Chad Gable to come out here, we're gonna make this sweet and short.
Right, he just
nice and short. He's making a lot of short jokes. Like,
right, you know how they be talking about Chad Gable.
So then he came out, he straight attacked Baron Corbin. Started ripping up all his stuff.
Like, come on, man. Like, I thought Chad Gable was a stand-up dude.
I mean, he is, but it's the fact he keep making all these short jokes. He tired of it, bro. He tired of being looked at as like he's overlooked.
He a sore loser. Of course, he overlooked. He under 5 feet, or probably right at 5 feet. I look up. I'm probably taller than Chad Gable. I look up like Shane said, "Where's Gable?" Oh, there you are, buddy.
He cut up though. He
is cut up.
Yeah, but I mean, he's short. That's why people make short jokes about him.
Yeah, he'll suplex some of them.
I mean, we've seen him suplex a few big people. Yeah. He got that strength though, but I mean, he'll sore loser. You lose the King. You get this far in the King Ring tournament. Everybody, Chad Gable.
I mean, he got a naturally sad looking face, so I mean.
He got far in the King of the Ring tournament. He lost. Take your ball, try again, something else, and something different. Do something else. Instead, he want to ruin the coronation. He want to ruin Baron Corbin's crown, rip up the robe, hit him with his scepter. Like, what did you do? Like, come on, Chad Gable. He should be arrested for that.
He trying to prove a point, man.
He should be arrested, bro.
Arrested?
Yes, bro. He ripped, bro. You know how much that goes into to even start a coronation for somebody, and he destroyed it. The chair he broke the throne, bro.
Yeah. I mean, this ain't the 1800s when they.
This ain't the end of this though. This, this the only the beginning. This feud might.
Chad Gable just need to move on, and he lost. You got to move on.
So now we got Heavy Machinery going up against the B Team. I think we knew how this was going to end.
B Team.
It was kind of quick. Heavy Machinery hit the B Team, hit Bo Dallas with a compactor.
The B Team is arguably one of the best tag teams I've seen in the last few months. Former Raw Tag Team Champions last year.
I haven't seen them these past few. What have they been doing?
I mean, they've been in a scuffle for the 24/7 championship.
Oh, that's why I won't.
Bo Dallas, a former 24/7 champion.
Did he win it or did
Bo Dallas won it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they a good team though. It's just like they had that fairy tale run, and then it was like, all right,
it was just all flukes.
It's over with. Yeah. Same thing with Zack Ryder and Kurt Hogan. They won at WrestleMania, and then lost the titles, and now they just cooling backstage again.
Man, that's wild.
Zack Ryder at this point just needs to go ahead and quit. He a loyal WWE member. Like, he been in the company 10 plus years and just got buried his whole career.
Yeah. I was about to. He was former U.S. champion, all that.
Yeah, but I mean, he lost the title to Jack Swagger though.
I mean, no.
Jack Swagger was good though.
Nah, he was not that good though. As far as like the way they booked him. Now 2013 Jack Swagger was good.
He used to go crazy.
So now, they made Kofi Kingston versus Brock Lesnar.
Dang, we're out to live, bro.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't know if it's still gonna be live. It's just SmackDown.
It's gonna just be SmackDown.
That's what I'm saying. They might do the start back doing that pre-tape and then put it on Friday. Unless they still do it live. We don't know yet unless they announce.
I think it's still gonna be live.
It should be. Man, it should be live.
So now, man, we got the end of the show, man. We got Daniel Bryan cut a promo on Erick Rowan. He was talking about, you know what? I never saw Erick Rowan as my lackey. I always saw him as my equal.
Acquaintance, like
equal and a friend. Yeah. And then, Rowan came out. He was like, you tried to treat me like a puppet. I've been in control my whole career. You try to put your hand up, and talk to me and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's like that's all over with. So then Luke Harper came out. He attacked Dan Bryan from behind.
Yep. So I'm thinking, like, my mind was like, maybe they could start a faction with these three and do something, but.
That would be deep. That would be different.
Right, because it sounded like WWE need more factions too. It sounded like Bryan was still healed for a minute.
Yeah.
But then Luke Harper assaulted him from behind, like you mentioned, and they started a beat down, but then the big dog made his way down.
And they start. Erick Rowan and Luke Harper, they regained the advantage. They put Roman down. They started tearing up the outside, the mats and all that.
Yeah, started knocking stuff over. I
exposed the concrete.
Tom Phillips got knocked over too.
Yeah, he got knocked over.
They were throwing security, all types of stuff.
Flattening security.
I ain't gonna lie, Corey Grace, he jumped over.
Yeah, he got up over there. He don't want to get touched.
Man, no more concussions, man.
He get touched though. He can't get touched anyway.
Yeah, he signed a contract with WWE where if somebody touched him, he could sue.
Yeah, that's why he run his mouth so much.
Then they attacked Roman, and they put Dan Bryan to the table again, man.
With their old finisher, the Bludgeon Brothers, that arm thing, it just slammed.
Oh, yeah, like a double choke slam.
Yeah, it's kind of like I don't know.
But they grab your arms and stay your neck.
Right.
They just lift you up. Yeah, they flat. That's the second week in a row. Well, the second week that Daniel Bryan got put through an announce table by Rowan. This time Harper was involved. Who gonna stop them? That's the question. Who gonna stop Luke Harper and Erick Rowan?
Cause they both trying to prove something to everybody. Cause one for Luke Harper, he was gone for like a year and a half. Contract froze.
Yeah.
He want to prove them like I'm still could be that dude.
Yeah.
Then you got who's still trying to prove to everybody like I don't need nobody. Like I can do this on my own.
Right,
I'm trying to be a main eventer.
Yeah.
So they both running SmackDown.
He ain't nobody puppet,
I mean, Luke Harper is a former Intercontinental champion. So
former tag team champion on SmackDown Live as well. Rowan, former tag team champion 2 times with the Bludgeons and with Bryan. So they got some tag team success. They perfect for each other. They just alike. They came in this business together with Bray. Yeah. So they all know, they always by each other. That's his homie. Like, he need help. Harper right there, Rowan right there. So, I mean,
two massive dudes.
Yeah, they dominating WWE on SmackDown Live. Even like Roman is that man in WWE, period.
Yeah,
but Rowan is the kryptonite to his Superman.
You think so?
Yes, Rowan is the kryptonite. And with Harp at his side, too, he beat Roman at Clash of Champions. He pinned him dominantly. He didn't just get him like with a cover. The way he covered him, he knew he won the match. And now he destroyed Roman again tonight. So it's like, man, Roman gonna have to do, him and Bryan might have to team up or something. But and that's probably what's gonna happen. Yeah. Him and Bryan gonna have to team up and face them two dudes down the line. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they actually do with Rowan and Harper. If they gonna push both of them in the tag division again, or they gonna branch out Rowan for a main event spot on SmackDown. I mean, you never know. Brock versus Rowan.
I don't want to see that.
I mean, hey, it might happen. Rowan don't care if we want to see it or not. You know, Brock, he definitely don't care what we want to see.
Me.
So, I mean, and you know Vince definitely don't care what we want to see.
Well, let's just hope Bischoff might do this right now. So, hopefully. Yeah. But this was a great episode, man. It was a solid episode of SmackDown.
Yes, sir.
There was no boring, nothing really boring.
It's short, so it's like,
yeah.
They not just trying to fit stuff in for the third hour.
Yeah, man. So everything made sense in here, and there was no drop off anything. Let us know what y'all think about the show, man.
Team Blue.
Oh yeah, we go.
SmackDown guy.
Oh, you should go when we go to Survivor. You should have a SmackDown shirt on, bro. Go in there with a SmackDown shirt, bro.
Yeah, I might come in there with one.
Yeah,
I'll have to see though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm Team Blue all the way.
You bleed blue?
Yes, sir. And now we got the Beast on SmackDown. Survivor Series might be ours this year.
I'm not Team Blue if he don't.
I mean, hey, go to Team Red then.
I'm Team Red.
You got Seth Rollins or the Fiend represent y'all. And if you had a Fiend versus Brock in Survivor Series, you know the ending. Because Brock not losing.
The Fiend, bro.
Brock don't lose. Brock don't lose. So Vince ain't gonna do that anyways.
Yeah. All right, let us know what y'all think about the show, man. I'm your boy Jay.
I'm your boy B.